inside the cave?
No.
No. We will have to...
No, because shoot to kill or kill the player already.
We'll
We just saw Greg Shot's gone down. This is obviously as they pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
Dead.
Yep, very dead. Gets level 3 gear, gets to steal some loot, and he's pointing in the direction of his teammates.
He killed me.
They went that way.
He killed me.
They went that way. They even asked him nicely first where they went, and then they killed him afterwards. That's unfortunate. No, but I honestly, I can't really figure it out because the east side, so much of it is taken up by not unplayable terrain, but quarry you don't want to be kind of muffled in too early. Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to go down docks, let's face it. You're not going to put yourself in a position where you're stuck down on the edge there.
I would almost rather play the western side of the island
over
in the
Camp
circle
Charlie
in the off chance that it goes west, yeah.
I think, I don't think, like, I'm looking at SONIQS now. SONIQS obviously in the main position. We got them on your screen here. And they're kind of just trying to figure out, I think they're trying to figure out what's the best spot themselves. And they're just thinking, should we just stay around here? Because it definitely is going to pull up north at some point because obviously half the circle
next one could shift down to docks.
I mean,
you never know.
Could. I've never seen it go down there.
That's maybe it's a new patch, new joy. You never
know.
Well,
the thing with new patches is it does bring with it a new algorithm. So it does often shake things up. So just when you think you know, and of course we are playing live, so anything can happen. We are about to see shoot to kill getting caught out here. Yeah, absolutely.
Hell able to find the first. Good job down goes on Civil, and well now the rest of the shoot to kill team is running into the exact same trap. Elo is forced down in proning position, and Purdy sitting behind can't really seem to get eyes on any of the opponents.
Car 98 being used.
I think a vehicle was involved in something that just happened with Impulse.
That's not ideal. Okay, Car 98 not going to work, and now gets caught by the nade as well. Lamborghini sees Elo. I mean, you were talking about this earlier, right? They're the sort of shots you just got to go for it.
You would assume so, but I was just going to say
he also knows
where Purdy is. Yep. Oh, you got to get the knuckle. That's a good headshot. Connected. Gets the one in Impulse. Well, the 4 guys in the middle of the road, but they do get the rests up, so they're going to get going again. I also have to keep in mind that there was no bikes involved in that. So I have no idea how they just knocked each other. That actually remains a mystery to me.
It's going to be one of those moments where they've just clipped a rock and boom.
Yeah. Something along the lines. Now, Lamborghini, he's going to leave. As you can see, Luke 12 was actually miles up north, so it wasn't because there were only 3 left alive. They had one trailing behind a little bit. Now he's going to be running down, but he's running at the exact same time as the Inquisition team is making their way down here too. So might get caught up as well.
You know what? I was saying nobody's going to commit to docks, but Wildcard are heading down that way.
That's not Wildcard. That's the debate because Wildcard is up towards Pine.
Oh, it's not. It's Pistola. It's Pistola baiting us.
It's Team Clueless.
I mean,
they might not be that clueless after all.
I'm just saying,
they know
these
exactly
people have made quite a bit of money in the game. It is quite possible to make another account with your new tags, unless you're not planning on sticking around.
Ooh. Is that what it is? That's what I should do. I should just make a Team Liquid Toby account, and then just in the off chance that I get picked up as well. But guys, next time when I write my player application, I'm going to be like, I've already invested $10 in making a player account. I'm ready for this, guys. I am committed. Pick me up.
I am Svetlana.
That's what free agents should be doing. They should just be making accounts for all the different organizations. And
look how many just edging the bets around the edge of the circle. Nobody wants to commit anything because it's just so.
You want to wait and see
such a random circle. We just don't really know.
And the thing is, there's a 90% chance that this next circle will show us exactly which island it's going to commit to.
I mean, there's a reason that there's, 4 teams around the edge of Quarry right now, because it has pulled up that way quite often. Doesn't really give too much away, this circle.
You would think northeast, but then there's all those, where in this river does the river really count as water? And there's always, just like with the rivers around Rosok, there's always is it really water there, or does it not count as water there?
See, the thing is, it has to pull away from water on phase 3, right? But it's never going to be able to pull away from water. There's going to be water in it.
Yeah, even if it hard shifts to quarry, there's going to be water, like part of the river or the cave in. So who knows? It might shift southwest. I'm not sure. We'll know in just a short moment's time. But until then, Seems like Team Clueless has a bit of a task ahead of them. They need to figure out where they want to go. They have two guys in a vehicle, and I think it's NH of Doom and Nitrogen trying to pull around the other way. Comets, winners of game 1, looking to. I think they're going to stick around. To be fair, they're banking on this one going northeast.
Well, Genesis losing H-win there. Their last men in the previous matchup got themselves 3rd place. But he's not going to be having much of a game this time. Camborghini's still out in the blue, by the way, up in the north side there. As our Inquisition still coming down pretty late.
It is only phase 2, so it's not that it hurts.
It's a very slow Sanhok game, this one.
I think it's
mainly based off the circle.
I was going to say,
people don't really know where it's going. It's just the element of...
normally you crash center and whatnot, and that can force some fights early because you know exactly where it's going to go. This time around, you have no clue.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't really know, and everyone's cautious. Rumblers are even coming in slowly down towards the hills by Painan.
Pistola Time has taxied his entire team from docks over to the cave.
Yeah,
he's like been driving back and forth.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he going to get caught out in the last one?
I don't want to run on the beach.
Is YAHO going to get him on the last trip? No.
Oh, there's only room for so many people in that scooter or whatever else he's driving. So now they've made it. Should have had a tuk-tuk.
Okay, so Riot Squad just left Painan and went south. So they decided, okay, let's go down to the compound south. They're hoping that it comes over. Because if this does pull over to the west, then immediately everyone that's that other side of that river is in trouble because they're going to get picked apart, and that river crossing is going to be a bloodbath. I
still will say that it should go towards Quarry, but at the same time, I've also seen enough PUBG games that sometimes you get thrown a curveball and you just have to deal with it.
I mean, I remember seeing one that went west.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Wasn't it the Duos tournament?
Yeah, but they don't have the same land ratio.
It's different settings for that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Impulse and Inquisition all running close to each other here. Yeah. They're going to be looking at Camborghini because Camborghini's going past in the vehicle, so everyone's looking that way. And that means Inquisition won't be looking this way, and Impulse... I don't think Adam's too happy about that, them taking shots there, because Adam's like, guys, I'm in the middle of a road. Do you mind not firing yet? Yeah, but it could turn out that Adam gets across and gets the angle.
It's across already, as you can see, but they're going to say they're engaging a fight in the blue. They've only got 1 knock so far. This is already now going too slow for them to really want to commit to this, because once the next circle connects, it's not going to hurt all that much, but if it goes to the other side, that time should have been spent rotating rather than fighting a team out here.
Yeah, it's also left them exposed
exactly.
to Exodus, who are also taking shots on them now, both of them. So they're in all sorts of trouble. The circle... Oh, my word.
And the thing is, even now the circle doesn't have to go away from water.
It pulled away from the main river, right? It's the main lake. It's still...
Now it doesn't have to go away from water.
No.
Now it can go anywhere again.
Now it can go anywhere. So this is just... Okay.
Who wants to play center, boys?
Who wants to cover the river? So Riot Squad, all right. Let's just commit to the compound. It's center-ish. Let's take it. WILDCARD doing the same. Now we're going to see, oh my word, YAHO trying to just send it in the whatever they've got.
The thing is, there's a lot of area you can't really see when you just look at the map, but you have these rice field hills, like the plateau things. Those are like speed bumps, especially if you're trying to bang center in a vehicle. You can't do that. It's impossible.
Wolf goes down, so he's picked off. Comet pick themselves up another. The tuk-tuk, not the stablest of vehicles and the safest to drive. Snake has also been knocked, but they should better smoke him up. Shinboy's already going for the revive, so he should be back on his feet. That's on the edge. Now, Exodus are pushing into this one, where the Pack Caps is going to be able to get in a position early enough. Don't look like it. He's coming along the fence, but if he doesn't get him up quick enough, then that's going to make a hard transition for them.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, no matter where it goes next.
Comets are going around north of Quarry. And as... Again, the Impulse and Inquisition still way out in the blue.
I like how I say I like how now, but I actually might not end up liking it. But this rotation from Comets into Quarry, I think that might actually not be that bad a play right now, because everyone is looking to fight on the edges, and they've just kind of sort of swung around that.
And Genesis just lost Profi as well, so that's 2. H-Win and Profi both down for them, so they were covering the edge of... That could be an area where Comet could push up to onto Genesis. Now they're down to 2, but they're not going to know that, of course. We do. Dodgers, meanwhile, find Pistola Time. His taxiing duty is gone. I'm afraid.
Why was he down there by himself?
Yeah, he was on the peninsula down south by Camp Charlie.
I'm not sure what he was doing down there with his team being up on the cave area, but he does go down. Unfortunately, D-Treats finds Vegas as well. Exodus, they want to get the knocks onto these guys that are caught in the city, but now with that knock, they know that this is their time to get the hell out of here. And seems like D-Treats and Yaxley are going to hop for the vehicle, see if they can get out of the quarry, and might be possible.
Ooh.
Clueless eliminated, run into Inquisition, and that's going to take them out.
They just lost, obviously, the man down south. They'd been taxied across, but Inquisition ran straight through him. Adam, by the way, from Impulse, is just following Inquisition behind them.
Yeah.
And now with Caden knocked there, don't know what knocked him, whether it was the blue. It was Cambagini, was it?
No, I was just thinking he actually made inside the circle. He wrapped all the way
it was
around.
the blue. It was the blue. Okay, so Caden's finished off by the blue. And the circle does pull again up towards the north, almost the edge of Painan.
Yeah.
Just pulled into that one. So it's great for SONIQS. It's great for YAHO. It's great for WILDCARD, who got themselves in position. It's great for Genesis and Shoot to Kill, because nobody's going to be pressuring their backs. But now, this fight here is deadly. Like, neither team are going to get out of this, because they both have to push into SONIQS, whoever wins.
Yeah, and that would most likely be that winning team going out at that point. And we're still keeping in mind at 15 teams.
Oh, what's going on down south as well? Dodgers and...
yeah, big brawl going on down there as well. In the meantime, Pat Gaps, he just found 3 knocks in a row. That was an insane spray down to D-Treats. That last bullet connecting him, I'm not even sure that was on purpose. I think he sprayed down to Cybele, and then as he got knocked, the second bullet headshot D-Treats, who were just perfectly lined up behind him. That was actually pretty damn impressive.
Adams finally struck again. It's down to a one-on-one now. Adams been following Inquisition the whole time. And now they're down to a simple one-on-one. Balefrost going looking for Yaxley. Gets around. Nothing Yaxley can do about that. So Exodus do take them down. But as I said, whoever comes out on top of this one, they have to come up straight in towards the SONIQS now. So it's going to be very tough for them. Honey Badger comes out on top. The battle between Impulse and Inquisition has been going on for around about 10 minutes as they've been running towards it. And he comes out on top just on the edge of the cave. Down south, randomly enough, by the way, they've disengaged from one another. I don't know how, because they were almost on top of each other, but Dodgers have still got 4 on the feet, but they've got to bump into the backside of Riot Squad as well, so I don't really think that's going to come out too well for them.
No, this is going to be an absolutely horrible situation for all the teams that don't have those compounds right now. Honey Badger does go down in the end of it. You can see Dodge trying to make their way down. Corrupt tries to do some damage, but I think going to happen. In the meantime, his teammates are falling apart. Ladder finds the double.
Yeah, as I say, Riot Squad, they have been listening and waiting for this battle to play out. As soon as the Dodgers come down, they're going to be gone. Exodus also, same. They were pushing into SONIQS. As soon as they came out on top of the quarry battle, then it was almost, it was literally an uphill battle as they had to get up out of the quarry.
Really good spray down there from Shuru to get the knock up the hill. They want to clear this out before they even consider crossing over. And they want to find Krupp. He's out in the blue somewhere. It is phase 4, so it's hurting him. But, well, you can tank it for now. But once phase 5 connects, that's where you only just exactly get to 0 out with first aid.
East side.
Cambagini is still inside on the east.
Exodus. Sorry, not Exodus. It's
SONIQS?
SONIQS.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, SONIQS. I know about the SONIQS.
Elusive.
Elusive. That's the ones. That's the one I was after. Thank you. Fizzle. He's in a really good flanking spot. Should be able to catch Waldo off guard. Oh, no! Look to the right. Oh, no. He was in such a perfect play and then just looked too much.
Just looking around for them, and they were right on his feet. Unfortunately, that nade is going to give them some info as to where he is backtracked towards. But this is a tricky area to fight around. If Fizzle finds one with the nade, Inik gets the other one. Milut gets flushed out, but Fizzle does go down in return. The flush comes in as well. So a little more time being bought by the team that's down to 3. But as you can see, the remaining elusive players, they're committing to this.
Yeah, Genesis tried to commit to shoot them in the back and instantly lost their man as well. So Shrims is the last man standing for them. Shoot to kill just down to Luke and Halo. SONIQS going to back away. They don't want to take this battle anymore. Yeah, they're back to the safety of their compound. They realize they lost the man. Elusive, though, gifted double crates. We'll see whether they spot them, because that could be huge getting the level 3 gear at this stage. Anyone that's over the river, Riot Squad, well, it's going to be a tough crossing for them, isn't it? YAHO have themselves a great compound once again, sitting watching this play out.
Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one. I mean, for Riot Squad on that side, You go on the bridge at this point? I'm not even sure anymore. I don't know what you do to create the crossing over. You need to commit to it right now. And if you hop in the water, you're most likely dead. If you go on the bridge, you're most likely dead.
Rumblers have not had a good game yet, and this is
it's
doubtful it's going to be a good one for them because they're really in a horrible spot. They are across the river though. They've got along the beachfront. Wildcard right next to them. The blue pushing their backs. They can see Riot Squad smoke off in the distance. They're trying to get themselves an angle here. Jazza saying, Penta, don't go across my front of my gun, please. They're going to try and pass on by, but they will get caught. They didn't think there was an angle. Keenan, though, I was about to say, I think what they're doing is shooting at Riot Squad. In the end, Jazza does manage to take down Riot Squad. So Shuru going down.
If they can eliminate, I mean, which they just did Riot Squad, that's going to give them actually some space to play on this side of the circle. Microfry, sprint, 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 get inside the circle. He is in. Prone down, one more tick.
Look at that circle shift. Shoot to kill. They've been down to 2 from right at the start when they drop in Paradise Resort, right? And they've managed to get another. They've got the knock on to TSOC now from Elusive, who once again have to push around this side. They did loot the crates, by the way. They got that level 3 gear. Elusive did.
That is not exactly
but they have to move. So they've got YAHO pushing up behind them and SONIQS ahead of them. So it's tough for Elusive. SONIQS also spotted down low. Luke.
The task for Shoot to Kill right now is to somehow make it look like there are 4 players there. And everyone goes like, oh no, we can't go there. That should be their main task now. Shoot, swap guns, shoot a bit more. Just be like, rah, rah, we're dangerous over here. Rah. You know, like from Home Alone, the movie where he has like all the cardboard people.
Pulling all the strings.
That's what they got to be doing right now because they do not want to start fighting. On the other hand, they want to have everyone else fight each other. And if they can hold out SONIQS for just another 15, 20 seconds, they'll be running into Elusive.
Well, Wildcard and Rumblers trading blows. Still down this south side. Keenan's knocked. Wooly managing to find Penta and finish him and flush him. Microfy kind of caught. Yes, he is. Shimboy actually is the man that shoots him in the back. So he goes down, leaves Jazza out in the blue. The last man standing for the Rumblers. But now it's going to be YAHO and Elusive clashing down south. 3 on 3. As Inner with the arm, he just got it from the crate. Didn't even really manage to get to use it, did he? Always the way. That's how it works out for me as well. TSOC in trouble and gone.
Good nade thrown forward. Only 2 guys on their feet. Snakers and Shinboy might not even be 2 players for much longer. Damage done towards Shin, but he stays alive. No helmet now. So that level 3 helmet was short-lived pleasure. It's going to be down low, and now as you can see with the circle going back southeast, the waiting game has just changed around. Now it's all of a sudden Shoot to Kill has to make the push forward.
Yeah, Luke just on the edge, but Alo's got to move. He has got a ridge line there, so he should be able to work his way down. But Wildcard, he doesn't want to get hit by that blue. That blue moves so fast, and it's going to punish. We're in what, phase 6, 7?
I feel like, I mean, you can crouch walk forward, but it's not going to matter. Alo does go down. Luke might be able to go undetected. Crouch is way further forward, but as you can see, I mean, he has Wildcard on one side of the ridge, and he has
look down the south. YAHO moving. YAHO moving. They're going to push around on Wildcard. Wooly just got caught in the side. 6 hit points. Gets away with it because Kickstart decides to trade blows with them. Snakers and Shinboy landing the shots. They're going to rotate back around on the east side. SONIQS, though, moving in. Tiggleton goes center point, tries to get as much cover as he can. They all move towards the smokes. They realize the nades were going to come in. Really nice play from YAHO to just back away from that one. They are a strong team of fraggers, these guys. Tiggleton will find Luke, so that's going to be Shoot to Kill gone. And now it is a 3v3v3.
It's not oftentimes you see the amount of players alive here in the late game, especially given the circumstances of how these teams have been forced to push forward. But now let's see Wildcard. What can they do? They are the team with the
Waldo's going to have 3 on
side of the circle. Yep, it's going to be a tricky one. He finds the first. Will he find more? Time will tell. Bullets are flying. Waldo, nope, he does go down.
Kickstart is sprinting across to try and get onto Sharky. Knows the Rocky's on and finds him. That's a big shot to land. Gonna keep on pushing. Tiggleton gets Shinboy down, but Reload quickly responds. He gets Kickstart down. He's back and forth, and who comes out on top? It's bloody Wooly from Wildcard. Well, they benefited massively.